The mother of a UMass Amherst student hit by a car while in a crosswalk on campus earlier this month is speaking exclusively with Western Mass News tonight. And she's sharing her daughter's current condition and what she'd like to see changed moving forward. Welcome, everyone, to Western Mass News at 6. I'm Chris Pisano.
And I'm Mary Wilson. Western Mass News reporter Matt Satilli joins us live from Amherst with that story. Matt.
Chris and Mary, Julia Monsalve, a sophomore at UMass Amherst, was struck by a car at this crosswalk behind me and hospitalized less than 2 weeks ago. Now her mother is calling for change as campus officials work to act quick to improve safety measures on this street, the scene of multiple recent pedestrian accidents, one of which was fatal.
And she was crossing the street, and the next thing she knew, she was being woken up.
Linda Monsalve speaking to Western Mass News by phone, recalling the scene on October 13th when she received a frantic call from her daughter's boyfriend, explaining that her daughter Julia, a sophomore at UMass Amherst, was hit by a car in a crosswalk on campus at the intersection of Massachusetts and Sunset Avenues.
My reaction was complete and utter panic.
Monsalve set off on what she calls the worst ride of her life from Rhode Island to Bay State Medical Center in Springfield, where Julia was hospitalized with 4 staples in the back of her head and a concussion.
The person who was driving was not paying attention and didn't see her, and that was why she was hit.
It marked the 6th pedestrian accident on Massachusetts Avenue since 2018 and 3rd this year alone, including one in February that killed 19-year-old Elena LaCour. Fortunately, Julia left the hospital that night, and her mother tells us Julia is preparing to return to class soon. But now she's hopeful that changes can be implemented to prevent it from happening to someone else's son or daughter.
I think that, having 3 accidents there definitely warrants some kind of modification to that intersection. Maybe they can make a raised intersection, or they can put some fluorescent or bright colored paint.
We brought these ideas to UMass spokesperson Ed Blagazewski, who says improvements are already in the works. He shared these pictures of ongoing safety initiatives on campus, including a new system in the crosswalk where Julia was hit, which includes flashing lights on the crosswalk signs, which are triggered by motion at night. He also shared information on completed projects this summer, a raised crosswalk with reflective paint, and work with a consulting firm to guide future improvements. Now, since our recorded interview, Monsalve reached out and said that she spoke with the UMass chief of police, who provided extensive information on these safety measures being put in place. Now, these flashing beacons of passive detection, as they're called, were ordered in the summer, and UMass officials add despite supply chain issues, they could arrive at UMass in less than 10 weeks. Reporting live in Amherst, Matt Satilli, Western Mass News.
Thank you.